This morning, just make sure you have your strap handy because we're going to use it right away just as kind of a prep for the shoulders. And we'll start in child's pose this morning. Just taking your time to set up with the knees wide, mat distance or hip distance, whatever feels good for you. And sit the hips back, rest the forehead on the mat. Breathing in and out of the nose. Filling the body up with air on the inhalation. And on the exhalation, pushing more air out. Resting the tongue behind the top front teeth. Hi, Helen. And when it feels appropriate, just sliding the right arm across your chest, palm facing up, and turn your head to look in that direction. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting the breath do the work here. And when it feels appropriate, switch sides, turning the head the other way. And then reach both arms forward, find your strap, and we'll lie down onto the belly. So just take your time to set up there. If you want some extra support for the hips or the low back, you can bend your knees. Keep the knees rested on the floor, but then press the heels together, turning the legs open. You can also keep your legs straight if your low back's pretty comfortable this morning. And we'll take the strap. Sorry, I've got a mosquito biting me. We'll take the strap across the front of the mat, straighten the arms in a V shape, and rest your forehead on the mat. I'm just gonna let my head hover a bit, but you can rest your forehead right down. And then take a breath in and reach the strap back behind you, stretching through the chest. And exhale, lower the arms back overhead. So give yourself enough give on the strap so that you can actually achieve this morning. And just let the breath continue to be cyclic with sound. It doesn't have to be a certain way. Just keep breathing. You might let that V shape become more narrow if this is somewhat easy for you in the shoulder. And just try a couple more. If you feel a good stretch somewhere along this path, you can hold and take a couple of deep breaths. And then release the strap over the head when you're finished. Press your hands, bring your hands in line with your nose. Elbows can be out, push down, and roll the chin forward, pull back with the elbows and lift the chin up, chest. Good, breathe in. And then hold this, keep pressing the heels together, knees can stay down, pubic bone presses down, reach the arms forward, and try to shrug the shoulders to the ears. And then exhale, bend the elbows like cactus branches towards the back. Inhale, reach forward, shrugging shoulders, palms face each other. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the chest. Inhale, reach, last one. Exhale, bend. Really strong upper back here. Exhale, lower down and find child's pose again. Knees hip distance or mat distance. Taking your time, find all fours, spreading the fingers, tuck the toes, exhale to round the back, look belly button. Pause in that shape for a breath. Navel to spine. On the exhale, lift your hips up to your first downward facing dog of the day. Pressing through heels of palms and heels of feet. Rooting through all parts of the hand and the foot. Finding the breath now. Inhale, exhale. And then breathe in, step your right foot between your hands, left knee to the floor. Use the in-breath to walk your hands up that right thigh and sink forward into your hips. On the exhale, hips over the back knee. So just kind of move a little bit here, opening and lengthening the front of the left hip. Forward and back. Patting the back knee if you need to. Try to stay weightless, lifting the core. And then planting the hand, step back to down dog and move if you need to. Inhaling and exhaling again. Breathe in to step your left foot forward this time. Right knee drops and press up onto the thigh, shifting forward and back into the lunge. Think about keeping length through the torso. Good, and then clamp both hands down either side of the foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back leg, and step back to high plank. Feet together, press into the palms, lift the chest away from the floor. Belly in, shoulders past the wrists. For 1, squeeze, lift. 2, 3, a little bit stronger, tummy up. For 4, 4.5. And 5, press back to down dog for a full cycle of breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Use the in-breath to step forward, feet to hands, halfway lift position. Exhale, fold and empty. Inhale to rise up and lift the arms, look at the thumbs. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Sun salutation A. Inhale, reach up, look thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, exhale, low push up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Use the in-breath to step or hop feet to hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, curl in. Inhale to ground and reach up. Exhale, arms down. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. This time, turn the feet out, just like a penguin. And press back through the palms, so send the chest towards the legs. Your knees could be bent in that turnout, or keep them straight, and just observe where you might feel this a bit differently. You're rotating the hips outward as well. Spiraling the thighs in external rotation. Pressing back through the arms to lift your seat. Breathe in and lift your heels, keeping the turnout. Exhale to bend the knees wide like a frog. And step or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift position. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise up and reach the arms up. Feet could be parallel again. Exhale, arms down. We'll do couple more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chin lifts. Exhale, step back, low push up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. This time, pigeon toe the feet, turning the feet inward, toes, big toes towards each other, internal rotation of the femur bone or your thigh bone. So the legs are spinning inward and back, again, pressing through the palms, finding that inward spin of the thigh bone. Notice the hip bones broadening, spreading apart. Maybe. Take a breath in, breathe. Nice long breath in. Exhale completely. Use the next in-breath to lift your heels. Bend your knees. You can let the knees be parallel here. And step or hop, feet to hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale to rise up and reach the arms up, lift thumbs. Exhale, arms down. Catch the waist, inhale. Step or hop your feet about a foot apart, landing light. On the exhale, fold and hook your big toes with your peace fingers. Thumbs up and spread the elbows wide to the sides. Let the head go for 1. Leaning weight forward if you can. Hold the ankles to modify for 2. Try ripping the mat apart out to the sides this time, using the heels. And then at the same time, internally rotate the thigh bones. Straightening the legs if you can. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, catch your waist. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, step or hop your feet back together. Hands to the heart, breathe in. Exhale, squat to chair pose. Inhale, lift the arms and the gaze. Exhale, fold and empty. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, low push up over the floor. Exhale. Inhale, back bending. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Take a breath or two. And then pivot the left foot, step your right foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale to rise up. On the exhale, open it up. Warrior two. Long stance, deepening the lunge. Gazing over that right fingertip. One finger. It's about pulling the mat apart with the heels. Front forearm to thigh, back arm over the head, or right hand to the floor if it's comfortable. Breathing here, stretching through left side body. Nice big in-breath. The exhale breath, plant your hands and step back to high push-up. Left hand front center of the mat. Pivot the feet to the left and reach your right arm up for side plank. Lift from the waist. One, lower a knee to modify. Shoulders in the back. Try not to let them shrug up to your ears. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Plant both hands wide apart. Step that lower down, chaturanga. Option to skip it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Taking rest whenever you need it. Breathe in. On the exhale, step your left foot forward, right heel plants 45 degrees. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Long stance, deep lunge. Gazing softly over that left hand. End of next exhale, fully empty the lungs. And place your left forearm on the thigh, right arm over the head. Extended side angle. Left hand could also meet the mat if it feels appropriate. Nice big breath in. On the exhale, plant the palms and step back to high plank. Right hand front center. Pivot back to the right and reach the left arm skyward. Hips rise, breathe in. Full breath out. Three more full breaths. 4 and 5. Planting the hands. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step or hop, feet to your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Good. And we'll do one more sun B. So feet together, squat low, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, in breath. Step back, low plank for the mat, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step right foot forward. Warrior one, and we'll pause. 5 deep breaths. Think about sinking the hips and lengthening the torso, looking at the thumbs. For 2, strong legs here. For 3, 4, and 5. Now keep looking up, pivot around to the other side. Try not to look at your feet, just feel it out. Warrior 2 on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's warrior 1 on the second side. Good. And warrior 2, second side. First side. Breathe in. Full breath out. And let the eyes act like a laser and look towards the backhand. Pivot the feet without looking. Bending into your right knee, warrior 2. 1. Hip sink low, length through the torso, shoulders soft. For 2. Stretch the mat apart. For 3. 4. And 5. Making your way to down dog, flowing or skipping it. Low push up. Exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale from the core, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Next, inhale, step feet to hands, halfway lift position. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, squat to chair, reach the arms up. For 1. Take cactus branch arms if the shoulders are heavy. For 2. Sinking the bum back and down, really stick it out. For 3. 4. And 5. Standing tall, breathe in. Exhale completely. Inhale to open to the side, feet parallel. Find an inward spin of the feet, hands to waist. Inhaling, chest lifts. Exhale, fold and catch the mat with your hands. Hands can be directly under the shoulders, or if you're flexible today, walk the hands back between your heels, shoulder distance apart. Keeping the arms straight, start leaning your weight forward into the fingertips and big toes, and then back into the heels of palms and feet. Kind of playing with this shifting back and forth. And then finding an even distribution, option to bend the elbows, maybe bring your head closer to the floor. Next, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, catch the waist. Inhale to rise up. And bring the feet in about 2.5 or 3 feet apart. Let the right foot face the right side of the mat. Bring your left hip also to face. You're steering the hips to that short edge of the mat. Interlace the fingers behind the back, broaden the collarbone. From the exhale with a bent front knee or straight, fold over your front leg, arms off the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, heavy back heel, inhale to rise, pivoting the feet around, inhale to lift up, exhale, folding, lift the arms up and breathe, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale to rise, step forward to the top of the mat, standing tall in mountain pose, arms down, even weight in the feet. Taking a couple deep breaths, closing the eyes if possible. Finding those sigh-like qualities and with the exhale breath. And with the feet about hip distance, you could keep your eyes closed for this. Shift your weight into your left foot without lifting the right, and then over into the right foot without lifting the left. So you're just kind of allowing the body to transfer weight. Breathing cyclically with sound. Maybe the light foot becomes even lighter, hovering an inch off the floor. And then replacing it, switching sides. For extra support, you could reach the arms out to the side or hold on to something. And then placing weight onto the right foot. Drag the left heel in towards the ankle, inner calf, or the upper inner thigh for tree pose. Press the foot into the leg into the foot, and zip up, palms touch, or palms over the head. Press your foot into your leg into your foot. Use that as a base point for the lengthening that's happening through your torso, through the crown of the head. You can try shrugging your shoulders and tucking the chin to the chest. Keep the arms lifted as you cross the left foot over the right one for eagle pose. So staying here, drop the arms to shoulder height and sweep right arm under your left. Maybe the palms touch or backs of the hands touch, or you hold your shoulders to modify. Maybe softening into the right knee, lift your left heel. Maybe lift the whole foot off and tuck it or squeeze it into the calf for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Unwind the pose and place your feet hip distance on the mat. Closing the eyes, balancing weight into both feet. Take a few slow breaths. When you're ready, shift your weight into one foot, hovering the opposite, and then switching sides. So just a couple side to side here. I can press my hands right into my legs, so I'm still connected, not just letting my hands hang out. And then weight shifts into your left foot this time, dragging right heel in for tree pose. Taking it as high or as low as you'd like. Palms could touch at heart center. Pressing to the midline with palms and feet. Option to reach the arms up, shrug the shoulders, and tuck the chin. few more breaths here. Gaze is steady, or you can play with it if you're feeling quite stable this morning. Looking around the room, maybe even closing your eyes. And then next in breath, right leg crosses left, left arm sweeps under the right, backs of hands touch or the palms, or even hold your shoulders. And then sinking into the left foot if it's comfortable, hooking the right foot and breathe, squeezing inner thighs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Unwinding the pose, releasing, moving around in any way you need to. Take the feet wide and breathe in and reach up. On the exhale, fold into Malasana, low squat. Hands could touch at the chest. Option to add in a crow pose if that feels appropriate. So try planting the hands in front of you, lifting your bum, and then bending the knees and elbows so they meet each other at the upper arm. Lean into the hands, grip the mat, lift 1 or both feet. 1, breathe. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Land Malasana. Take a breath. On the exhale, plant the hands and step back to high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step or hop your feet through your hands to seated. Legs out in front. Setting up nice and tall, hands by your sides, shoulders back. Spread the toes. Bow the chin. Find strength and activation, spinning the elbows towards the back, lifting the chest, dropping the chin, and spreading all 10 toes. Breathing in, bend the knees and catch your feet, releasing the head to the legs. Forward fold. Letting the shoulders soften. Inhale to sit up tall. Hands slide back behind you about 6 to 8 inches. Bend the elbows, modifying bending your knees, feet wide, or straight legs. Press through the heels, lift the chest, and then lift your hips off the floor. Reverse plank, or feet wide, close to the bum, reverse table. 1, hips lift up. Shoulders turn in towards the chest. For 2, head goes back if you're comfortable. For 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, lower. Heels in front, hands to thighs. Lean back 45 degrees and lift the feet up. And roll back enough that you feel the abdominals working. Hands may float off the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spin the heels, toes and knees open, and see if you can hold your ankles. Holding here, hollow belly for 1, 2, rounding the back for 3, 4, and 5. Option to stay Option to roll back onto your shoulders, keeping hold of the feet, and then come back up and balance. So exhale back, inhale up. Keep your back rounded. Nice. Lots of acrobats in the room this morning. And then coming up to balance on the seat, feet down, knees open wide. Opening the soles of the feet, hinge forward and release the head. Pressing elbows into the thighs if it's comfortable. If it's not, don't do it. Breathing in, sit up tall. Keep the right knee bent in. Straighten your left leg long. Turn the torso towards the bent knee. Left hand inside the left leg. And reach the right arm over your head to side bend. Option to stay here. Option to move a bit more, planting the right hand behind you. Spin the back thigh or long leg inward. And then lift up, reach the left arm over your head. Squeeze the bum when you lift. On the exhale, lower the bum and side bend to the left again. Inhale to pick it up. Rolling the thigh, reach up, opening that hip flexor. Exhale to sit and side bend left, grounding hips. Try a couple more if you'd like. Breathe in, pick it up. Stretch through left side body. Exhale, lower and stretch through right side body. Good. And then leaning back 45 degrees. Switch your legs without using your hands. Or not. Right hand inside the leg. Left arm over the head to side bend. Option to stay. Option, exhale. Lean back into the left hand, spinning right thigh bone, and reach the arm overhead. Exhale to lower. Few more, flowing on your own breath. And next time the bum lands, cross the shin. Plant the hands in front of you and step back to low push up from the knees. Take your time and lower down onto the belly. Hands slide back under the shoulders. Pull back through the elbows, shoulders down, lift the chin. See if you can point the feet and lift the thighs away from the floor. Maybe heels touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower, turn a cheek, wiggle the butt. Looping shoulders up and back. Inhale, bend the knees this time. So you're kind of lifting up with knees bent. Option to reach for the feet. You might stay here or press the shins back, lifting the knees and lift up to bow pose. 1, maybe feet together. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhaling down. Good. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. And step or hop through. Lay down onto your back for bridge pose or wheel. Feet about hip distance, hands press into the mat. Use the in-breath to lift your seat up, arching the back. Think about sending your chest bone to the wall behind you, tucking your shoulders beneath the back. 1, 2, chin off the chest. For 3, try holding your ankles. 4, pressing elbows into the floor. And 5, lower down with control. Breathe in. Exhale completely. Second set, inhale to lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lower. Breathe in at the bottom. Exhale completely. Third and last round. If you're working on upward bow or wheel pose, lift up, arms back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower down nice and slow. Feet could come together, knees could open, or feet wide, knees together. Resting the hands somewhere on the body so you can feel the breath. Inviting stillness in the body, except for the movement created by breath. Observing that natural rhythm of the breath. Slowly taking your time, bring your knees and feet parallel. Cross your right ankle over the left knee and hug the left thigh in towards you. Head, neck, and shoulders resting on the mat. Invite the breath to become smooth and rhythmic. Try breathing in for 4 counts, or even 5, and breathing out for the same amount. The shape you're in is secondary. Primary focus is on the breath. Take as much time as you need. Just slowly switch your legs. Settling in on the other side. Slowly bring your feet to the floor, nice and wide apart. Arms out to the sides, knees fall to the right. Turn the head in the same direction. Option to place your right ankle onto your left thigh. Maybe reach left arm over the head and stretch from the tip of the left knee all the way up the thigh, past the left hip flexor, left side of the torso, all the way past your left pinky finger. Finding length, supporting that with a slight engagement of the glutes. Slowly bring your knees back up and switch sides. Reaching right arm overhead, option to hook left heel onto the right thigh. Turning your head towards the left. Stretching through the right side of the body, top side. And then bringing knees back to center, release the foot. Couple options. We'll either cross the ankles, if that's comfy, or just straighten the legs and squeeze them together. You're gonna prop yourselves up onto your elbows like you're lying on a beach. Press your hands down and then push into your hands to lift the ribs and walk your bum up your hands a bit. Lift the chest and maybe let the head go back. It could hang, or walk the bum up the forearm even more to rest the top of the head on the mat. Fish pose. Squeezing the legs inward if they're straight. Just try to keep the thighs down if their legs are crossed. So 1. Opening the throat. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Breathe in, press into your elbows, tuck the chin. Elbows go wide as you lie down onto the back. Hug both knees in towards the chest. Tucking the chin in a bit. Gently rock left to right, right to left. Option to open the knees out to the sides, or maybe lift the feet up towards happy baby. Holding big toes, ankles, or thighs. Slowly lowering your feet to the floor. Let the knees fall right. And then roll all the way onto that right side. Extend the arms, resting the head down. And breathe in to twist open to the left. You can draw the knees in a bit more, or even straighten the legs if that's comfortable. Breathing heavy, evenly, inhale and exhale. With minimal effort, slide the left foot towards the left side of the mat and let the knees fall to the left, stacking onto the left side. Using the in-breath, reach the right arm back into a twist. Breathing nice and slow with sound. Taking your time to let the knees come back up to center. Lying onto the back, stretch the legs out wide to opposite ends of the mat. Tuck the shoulders away from you. And slowly still the body into Shavasana. Letting the eyelids soften. Separate the top teeth from bottom teeth. Fully relax your jaw. Moving into observation mode.